Welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. I'm your host, Tony, and as with me always, the ever so lovely Heather. We're doing a crazy cool special edition.
Hi, everybody. How is it going? 2 nights in a row for you guys. We have promised for a minute that we were actually going to do some music. So we are going to try to write a song together, show you how we work in the studio. Hello?
Coming through clear. Just checking Twitch.
Okay. I was like, I'm just waiting
Nope.
for you to say you heard me.
No, you're good. Just making sure we got all the levels and stuff correct. So, all right.
All right. Awesome. So tonight, we're gonna try to write a song. Don't know how well this is gonna go because of us being in two different places and the sound quality. But you know what? We figured we'd try it out.
Yeah, and it's something we've been talking about, and we've had a few audience members, listeners, friends. How do you guys do your writing process? How do we, are we going to get some behind the scenes stuff so you guys can see what it is that we do? So, as promised, I don't know, what are we up to? Like 15 million promises.
Oh, I'm sure. We kind of. I mean, let's blame it on someone else. Someone else drops the ball, not me.
Of course, yes. That's we passed the buck.
Nightwing is joining us on YouTube, and Adam as well. Nightwing says it's going good. Adam says coming in great. Tony's kind of echoey.
Yeah, that seems to be the issue.
Okay. So, hey guys, glad you're joining us. There's a couple more people coming in as we speak. We'll try our best to keep up with the chat, but in writing process, it's kind of hard to do so.
Yeah.
So, if we see you, I will mention you guys, and Tony will, because we have Twitch going also. So, if you guys want to go over and take a look at that, that would be awesome. Thank you guys for your support. So, Tony, normally, let's talk about the process. How do we do this?
Well, the funny part about the process is there really isn't one. We just kind of do. Like a lot of the times I'll be working on a piece of music, which, by the way, let me know if you guys can hear this. If it's coming through okay. If it's not muddled, if there's kind of digital interference, just let me know so that way you guys can kind of catch stuff in real time of how the guitar sounds. I mean, it's a fairly clean channel, so.
It's a clean channel, but I think this is going to be really rough with the fact that I am catching you behind a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
We'll figure that part out. It's the writing process that we're concerned with.
Yep, and I got my handy dandy notebook.
And I have my handy dandy glass of wine.
Yeah, it's wine. I have coffee and some water, a marshmallow candle. That's important.
But no, back to what Heather had said. Our writing process is really kind of off the wall. We take inspiration from multiple different places, and a lot of the times I'll be working on a piece of music, and Heather will immediately look at me and go, "Is that stolen? Is that somebody else's? Is that okay? Cool. I'm stealing it. So deal with it."
Yeah. He'll start playing something on the guitar, and I'll be like, "Wait a minute, whose is that? Is that yours? Is somebody using that?" Because then, if not, I start writing to get lyrics. So just another disclaimer right now: I have not written in a while, to be quite honest with you. So we'll see. I might have to dust the writing chops off and see how this goes, but let's try it.
Well, and that's the thing is another thing that we wanted to do to kind of give you guys an even better insight of how to work through the writing process, because we're both coming into this cold. The only thing I've done is tune my guitar, made sure we've got clean signal, we don't have too much delay in the transmission part of it, and that everything is coming through clean. Other than that, I have not played guitar at all today, and as Heather said, she's not written in months. So
it's been a long time. Plus, I have been practicing singing lately, but I have not written anything. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, interesting enough, I actually started a routine a couple of days ago. I'm like, well, Narnia is coming to an end, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna start a new practicing routine. I'm gonna play an hour a day, just going cold, and try to write something that's
Right.
interesting. So,
Nice.
and like I said, I haven't played guitar other than tuning it. I mean, I strumming a couple of chords or whatever. But yeah, we're both coming into this cold, so it should be rather interesting. So
Let's do it. Let's get to work.
enough of the blabbing. Let's write some music, huh?
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's see what we can make today.
So it was a couple of days ago. I was playing around with a progression, something similar to this. Whoops, wrong place I started. And see, there's something there, but I don't know because it's the key change is different because I'm playing G major,
Right.
F major, E flat major, and then B flat major. So it's initially supposed to be G minor, F major, E flat major, and then B flat major. So what I was doing is for a variation was this. Are you feeling anything there, or do I need to change it up?
Already starting.
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I didn't even have this song fully fleshed out, and Heather's like, "Yep, I got this." And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to come up with anything, and you're just like, "Nope, I haven't written in forever, so we're going to see how this goes." So what are you thinking? You want to do something like something like that, and then just kind of repeat that? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Go into
Yeah,
like
I like that.
go into like a, I don't know, maybe a pre-chorus or a chorus type thing.
Mhm.
Something like that, maybe. I don't know. What are you hearing? What are you feeling?
I like where you were going with that to bring into a chorus.
Just like
Like
a.
that.
Or are you talking about? Something along those lines. I mean,
Yeah, I like that.
okay, talk to me. What you hearing? Give me some melody here.
No, I like where you were going with that. So go ahead and play the beginning part for me again before we get into that.
Okay, so which one did you like better?
Give me like one way or one round to come in, and then I'll come in. You know what I mean?
So did you like this? Is that
What,
like that? Is that what you're
what
thinking?
was the other? Because you said, did you like this? Is there another?
Well,
was there
there's the
another
other
thing?
variation of this.
No, I don't like that.
Okay, so go to the minor then.
Yeah.
All right. See, guys, this is the funny part about it. Is this is our writing process. So I'll come up with just random chords and be like, "Hey, what do you think? And you're like, no, get that shit out of here. This is not gonna fucking work. Be gone,
Yeah.
pot.
Be gone with that shit. I do not like.
Be gone, peasant. So it's a lot of that dance monkey stuff.
Pretty
and I mean,
much.
and that's the thing is we play these things over and over and over and over again to the point of insanity, to where when you get the feel, it just kind of works. So, and once we get that, I'm gonna actually record this and start putting a temp track together, so when we play it back, we can hear everything. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I
So
like it.
you like this? Let me play the whole thing through one time so you can hear.
Okay.
Good.
Yep, I like that.
Okay.
Can you do like a do kind of sound for the come in?
What do you mean?
I don't. Okay, let me be honest with you guys. I don't know any musical what it's called. Okay, I even get the choruses and all that crap confused sometimes. So I'm just letting you guys know.
So,
So-
and I have to speak non-music music
Kind of, yeah.
and translate.
But we make it work. So come back, go back, and then when you're gonna bring me in, do like a do like strong.
like that, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so, well, if you feel this part right here, and that's where you come back in, going back into that, right there.
Okay.
So it'd be like, I don't know.
Well, I want just music the first part, and then I'll come in. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, that's why I'm just giving
Oh,
you an
you're
idea.
doing the melody. I gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm.
Ooh, technical. I knew that one.
See, I'm not that great at writing lyrics. I apparently am pretty decent at writing music. So, yeah. So, so like that.
Yep, I like that a lot.
All right. So let me do some mystical, magical shit real quick, and
Okay.
figure out what this BPM is, so I can just record that real quick.
Okay.
What? Bear with me for a minute, because yeah.
Gotta get my coffee in my really awesome, super cool mug I got for Christmas from Hope
Nice.
Light, my other band member that we're working on.
Can you hear that?
I can hear that. Ripping it up.
Cool. All right.
Can you tell the people what how you like add stuff, or are you not going into that?
Well, and here's the thing: is it's overcomplicated, but it's simple for me. I like to literally plug in and go with a lot of the stuff. I mean, the interface that I'm using is obviously my guitar and my fingers, but as far as everything else, I use Persona Studio One Pro, because that gives you all of the options to record all that stuff with the interface. You can see my interface is over here. I have two 8, 10 channels, I think it is, whatever, I don't remember. The Fire Studio, which uses FireWire, and then I use Easy Drummer for the drum patterns, which I am not a drummer, and I'm sure there's probably a lot of listeners right now that are freaking out because they're not real drums, and I get that, but I use it more as a colorful metronome, so I can lock in and play on time, because nobody likes to play something that's out of time and it sounds like shit. So That's what I'm gonna do right now. Is figure out what the BPMs are for this. So go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I figure that out.
All right. Well, I'm working on the next part of my lyrics, so I have a little bit ahead here. Just 1 second here. I'm working on my thoughts.
That sounds pretty good. Let me bump it up a little bit.
Is BPMs, or what is BPMs for us music unsavvy out here? Is a
Beats per
question.
minute.
Beats per minute. There we go. Thank you for chiming in on YouTube, guys. Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on to peace, you know. That's a little slow.
Kick it up a little bit.
Yes, please.
All right, let's try that.
Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on to peace, you know. In a world where we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther, we're losing time.
I like that. That works.
So that's what I got. I can tell though that it's really kind of hard to do from both places.
That's fine. I mean, I'm just trying to get the. I think that. Okay. So I like that. All right. So we're gonna drag that in and throw that into our session, and then start piecing that together. Okay. So let's do this. Refresh. Okay. Media drums. So for those of you that can't see my screen, I'm literally running two different programs right now because I'm not that smart at streamlining everything. So I have to do things the hard way of render from one, dump into another because there's many different formats that you're using. So Wave is generally the best thing to do when you're using Persona Studio One because it's a clean file. So I'm rendering that right now. And then
Which can go. You can either love or you can hate this process.
It's
One
obnoxious.
thing is that Tony can sit there with the trained ear that he has, and if even I made a little sniffle or something while we're recording, he can find that little piece.
Oh yeah, all day long.
So he'll sit there and he will listen to something over and over to try to find where that piece is at. And it will drive him crazy and it will drive everybody else crazy who's in the studio.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing is when you're when you've been doing this for as long as I have, it's one of those things to where 2 seconds of 1 second, half a second of a blip on the radar will drive you insane. 'Cause you're like, what is that sound? Well,
Mhm.
I don't understand that. What is that? And everybody else is like, I'm not hearing what you're hearing.
Right.
And it happens all the time when we're doing live stuff. Like somebody will close the door outside, and I'll hear that in the microphone mix because the mics will pick it up, and I'm like, what the fuck was that noise?
This little thing that's bothering, but he does find it. He's very good at finding that stuff. We've worked on several songs together,
Yeah.
and there was what was the little hidden Easter egg in the one song that you found? Do you remember?
Which
That you-
one?
Well, it was one that was quite embarrassing for me.
Oh, it was your moan.
It sounded like I literally made a moan in the song, but I think what it really had happened was when I get frustrated and I'm singing and we're doing stuff, like I will go, or some kind of noise, or I will have singing Tourette's where I swear a lot if I mess up.
That was great, by the way.
No offense, by the way, to anybody out there that has Tourette's. I am not singling anybody out because I can't imagine having that kind of a thing.
Right,
And
right.
not and fun fact, not really fun, but not everybody has it to where they swear when they have tics. So
Okay,
I
so
learned
now
that.
here's the neat part about this is when you are transferring programs like I do,
Mhm.
make sure your BPMs are the same because when you drop it in and it's faster, you're like, wait a minute, that's not what I did. So what I just did is it's 78 BPM in the one program for the drum part. And now that I've got it in Persona Studio One, I dropped it in, and this is what you hear. So it's nice and big and juicy and in time because originally, as a factory stock setting for Persona Studio One, it always pops up. And I think most DAWs pop up at 120 beats a minute. So I don't
You know what would sound really cool at the beginning is a violin.
You're gonna make
Like
me do it
no,
today,
listen
Jerry.
though, hold on. Like pulling a Smashing Pumpkins kind of feel. You know.
Okay.
Maybe we could play something that we've done as an example of what we put together at some point too.
Yeah, we can do that. So, anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record this part. I'm probably gonna do like a 4-line pass of over the drum part and then kind of mix that together so Heather can have a more fleshed out idea. And then we can go through and start her writing process because as these parts come together, and like I said, we're all doing this cold. There was no preemptive stuff that's not, we've got together 4 hours ago and go, hey, this is what we're going to do.
Right.
We're going to shit the bed live on YouTube and Twitch.
There's been times I have gotten a chance to work with some very, very, very talented artists. One that I'd like to mention and give a shout out to is Ian Elliott. Him and I have wrote some stuff together. There was a time when him and I wrote a song in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and that's how
And
some of this
it was-
process goes.
And it was really awesome. And then Hope Life, I want to give a shout out to her. She's like my little sis. We're trying to work on a band project together. Obviously, right now we're not able to do something like that, but hopefully in the future we're able to do that. But writing with her has been a really cool process as well. So before you start doing the other part of this, I just wanted to say that with my writing process, I do not instrument. I mean, I can. I have played bass. I had played a bass track once because Tony showed me how to do it, and then I played it for one of the songs that we did or that he was working on or something. But I mean, I can instrument, but I choose to use vocals over anything else. And
Absolutely.
it's been kind of cool because I've done vocal tracks on other people's songs.
Right.
So, but my writing process is, I came from writing poetry, so a lot of my stuff does rhyme. It's just that's how I write.
So this is what I'm going to do for this part of it, and just kind of, show you what we do for tracking stuff, rough cutting, because there's so much that goes into it, and we're just kind of giving you a behind the scenes of what the starting process is. Because we go through and retrack, and we come up with bass parts and vocal harmonies and different things. This is just such the beginning stage of doing all of this. So I'm going to pull up the full screen of me so I can track this and have the rest of this be live on camera so you can see what I'm doing because I got the guitar. So, all right. And here we go. All right, so that is the first cut of piecing stuff together. And yeah, so and the funny part about it is I have to go through and delete the other tracks because in order for you guys to hear what it is that we're doing, all the other tracks are active too. So I'm literally recording like 5 tracks at a time.
Crazy stuff.
So this is what I just recorded. So yeah.
Awesome.
So and now it's I'm working into the pre-chorus or whatever. But what? So you're writing lines right now. Talk about when you're hearing this playback. Talk about your process of what you're doing, Heather.
Okay, so usually it kind of, I always have to make sure I have paper and pen in my hand all ready to go because when I hear the melody and I get into it, I can instantly start writing something. And that's just something that is my process. And honestly, I never really knew that that was my process until I started coming to the studio back in 2014. So for me, it's just, I don't know. I start to feel stuff. Not necessarily what I've written down already is going to stay. I'll have to break some stuff down because being somebody who writes poetry, sometimes it gets a little bit wordy. So you have to kind of watch out for that kind of thing.
Well, and that's what's funny about it is, to me, it's always the lyricists that have the harder job because us musicians, and there's a caveat with that because if you're going in cold, there's always a hard job to do that. But once you kind of find a groove with being a musician, if you have any amount of experience of playing with a band or being a session musician or being a closet musician that has never come out of the closet or the bedroom, you can always find a way to complete a song.
Right. Well, let's talk a little bit about when you and I first kind of started working together with how you kind of discovered that I could actually sing.
I still haven't forgave you for this, by the way. So, anyways, we were in the my garage here at the studio, and it was funny because I was doing some. Little bit of Sweet Home Chicago, and she just belts out, and I stop and I go, "What the fuck is that?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I sing."
Well, I come from a very musical family, which is really cool. It's been awesome growing up to see because my mom was a singer. She played piano or keyboard, if you will. She played mandolin and just a beautiful, beautiful voice. My dad's a singer, a bass player, guitar player. And then my brother, who just came out of, I swear, came out of my mom just being able to pick up any instrument and sound like any artist, is just an incredible artist and musician. And plus, he writes as well. So I've been very fortunate to see all the different things from all of my family members to be able to kind of to learn from them and just to have it. But I really was just a karaoke singer. My dad got me into singing karaoke. I was in choir in school and stuff, but that was my main thing. So not being very confident, like I didn't really sing that much other than when I was at a bar with other people that were blitzed and thought I was great.
And then I come along and fuck up the whole process.
Well, when I had first come over and learned that you had a studio, we had a mutual friend that kept on trying to get me to come over. And
Yeah.
he knew that I was a writer and that I could sing, but did not give me as much I don't want to say much credit or whatever. I don't know how to put it, but so you had actually had me record a song which I chose Give Me One Reason. And so that was my first time actually recording something with you, but I was so nervous. It was hot. I didn't nail it. I did not nail it. There was a lot of swearing. There was a lot of swearing. I can do it now.
You totally had singing Tourette's.
Yeah, because every time I was like, damn it, fuck, shit. So yeah, but so that was your first encounter with me, was singing that song, and then I started to get a little bit more confident, and then I would start writing lyrics in the studio. We'd have people come in and I could work with them, which was really super cool. And then I started to kind of find my footing with it.
Well, and that's the thing is, from day one, Heather's always had this natural ability of whoever it was that we were working with to write for that person. And it's been great because to me that's way harder of a talent to kind of hear what somebody's picking up and putting down from a lyrical standpoint, and then going, I got you, I'm running with this. Because I've seen you and Hope do it. I've seen you and Ian do it. Shit. When we were doing stuff with Ross Douglas Jarvis and the Downtown Band, you come in and you just like boom, 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 popped off like the song was done in, I think, probably a half an hour. And he's like, yeah, I want to use that. But no, it's crazy because whoever it is that you're sitting in and listening to, and Jeremy does this a lot, to give him a shout out, the bass player, lead singer of 3OF.
Oh yeah, love him.
Yeah, exactly. He literally listens to whatever is being presented to him and throws down lyrically. And he's done it with me. I mean, obviously we've been writing for years together, but it's one of those things that, like, James was working on some stuff and just immediately got right in the groove of what James was doing and just killed it. I mean, I still get, shivers and goosebumps every time I hear the song Last Day. And that just
That
came
is
from a jam session.
incredible.
But yeah, it was amazing to watch the process of that and watch the process with you of sitting down with several different musicians and going, I'm hearing something, but I'm not hearing what it is. And you sit down and go, all right, can I try something? Because you're not one of those lyricists that go, oh, I got this. You're like, just can I try something and then see what you think.
Right.
And in my opinion, every time, absolutely fucking nail it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it takes a lot more confidence to be able to come to somebody who is already a seasoned musician, who writes their own music, who does that stuff, and to be somebody that just comes from the outside and be like, yeah, can I try a couple different things, and then let's try that together. Let's see. As somebody who writes and does sing and does music, I personally would like for somebody to come to me like that instead of just being like, I'm taking this song over. Other than me taking obviously the melodies and stuff, because that's different. But
You don't know what she does to me, and I like it.
but to write for people and to work with musicians is absolutely it's incredible to be able to have that opportunity. And I joke about like being a closet singer, and it's true. It's true because
There is no
singing-
closet about you, for the simple fact is that the past 3-4 times that we've had a party at the man cave, you jumped up on the mic and thrown down.
But to be fair though, I have a lot more confidence than I used to.
This is true because we've
go ahead.
We've done how many live shows together where whether it's the Relay for Life or whether it's an impromptu jam or whether it's other bands that we've signed on for a couple of gigs that they wanted a female singer. I mean,
Right.
we've shared the stage for the past 6 years. So
Right. But here we go. Starting out when I started with the Relay Band, I was very quiet. I was not out there, and I think this year finally I was able to hear myself and have fun and have that confidence to be like, yep, I'm here.
Now that was also after the Drowned Rats session.
Yeah, I felt bad for all of you because I was in the middle safe and sound.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Like, okay, musicians, writers, all right. Sometimes you have to remember it's the people that are working for you that aren't getting paid shit that save your ass. Like,
Absolutely.
I totally have to give a shout out to our intern Nate because he was the one that was literally getting buckets of water dumped on him.
Him and Candy and her daughter.
Right, Candy and her daughter, like all of them were getting buckets of water dumped on because this monsoon came in 20 minutes before we all had to go on stage. And they're all standing there holding up this tarp over the equipment so the equipment is not getting soaked while we're trying to get stuff that is it's not going to handle well in the elements and put it on the back of the stage because that's the only part that isn't getting wet while everybody else is holding up these tarps and getting dumped on and looking like drowned rats. I have to give a shout out to all those people. Nate, Candy, her daughter, all of these people that work with us. And, you guys out there that have roadies and different stagehands and crews, seriously, they have a thankless job. And they do this stuff without question, regardless of the weather, regardless of what it is they're doing. I mean, I've watched roadies electrocute themselves and still go through the whole entire night without a blip on the radar. So, thank you guys for doing what it is you do for us because we could not do it without you.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. And you guys are very, very well appreciated. And you're right. It is a thankless job. They come and they help set up everything and make sure everything is running good. And the sound guys that are out there that do the spot on jobs that they do. I mean,
Right.
you can't thank that enough, because if anybody who's ever been on stage having issues with sound is a nightmare. And those that step up and can do sound, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So,
Yeah, and on a side note, I really want to give a shout out to Dr. Austin Collier, my chiropractor.
yeah.
I got adjusted today, and I feel like $1,000,000 because I smashed a badass salad for lunch and then passed the fuck out. So apparently that was the key to roofing myself.
Fresh salad. There we go.
I'm telling you guys that's the thing is, and you know what? If you're out of the road, please, please, please eat healthy. Your body will
Mhm.
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, I mean, there's so many different processes, and with working together in the band or doing a band, it it takes a lot to get up on stage, whether it is you're playing an instrument, singing, whatever, which is kind of cool because the relay band that we have put together, everybody does something in it. I mean,
Yeah.
you sing, Ian sings, I sing, I play the jamboree. No cowbell, but
I've
I do
even
play
heard
jamboree.
Josh sing back on the drums. So
Josh is such a great drummer. Shout out to him as well. He is such an awesome drummer.
well, and I mean, come on, lest we forget Sam, the dude.
Oh God.
Holy shit, Sam is an incredible musician. Like,
Check. Yeah. What give? He's got a Facebook page, but does he have a music page, or can they just find it on his
well, it's over
Facebook?
there in the stack of CDs that have been on the show. He actually, give me 2 seconds. Let me find
All
that.
right.
There is a CD that he just put out, which was I can't even remember the name of the songs now.
Uh-oh.
But anyways, don't shoot me, Sam. Sorry. Uh,
Sam
uh,
is incredible.
it's
He's got like that wholesome thing about him too, which I
yeah.
absolutely adore.
Sam's a real upstanding guy. But no, he put out a 13-track new CD, which is not anything like he's done before. But how does Forever sound, baby? Let's go now. Forever Girl, A Taste of Heaven, I Don't Cry at Night, Heads in the Clouds, revised, Waves revised, Daydreaming revised, Baby Please, Get a Hold on Me, A Thief in the Night, Darling Child revised, and I Dreamt of You. That's his new.
And it's so good.
Yeah, oh, so good stuff. Seriously, go on YouTube, check it out. Sam Clements, the dude is just such an incredible musician.
And an all around great guy as well too.
Yeah.
So another thing too is that if you guys noticed back around Christmas time, he had done a Taco Bell song, which was hilarious.
I love the Taco Bell song.
And I shared it on Don't Make This Weird, so you might have to go back a little ways, but you should be able to find it because it was awesome. Oh, 1 second. Jeff is joining us and says, "Hi, this is nice seeing you here today."
El
thank you.
Jefe!
Welcome to the YouTube channel and all those over on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. We are breaking down, writing a song.
That's right. So, anyways, this is what we got to get back to the songwriting. Sorry for all of the crazy tangent shit. But this is what we got so far. Heather, go through and sing a couple of lines. I know there's a bit of a delay, but kind of show what it is that your process is doing right now. I'm going to play the track back.
Okay. Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Holding on to things you know. In a world where we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling for the losing time. Farther, not further.
So,
That's what.
yeah, I'm going to try something really quickly and to see if this actually works. So I'm just going to do and try and record what it is that you're laying down to see how that sounds. So if we can capture that to get the essence of it. Because like we said, guys, this is all going into this cold and we're going through and just scratch tracking stuff, laying down template stuff, so when we are back in the studio, we can actually do it the right way. So, Heather, if you want, go ahead and re-record. I'm going to re-record that part with your vocal part over top of what's already being laid down here.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep. Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on to these you know. In a world we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther, losing time.
So that's what you got so far.
That's what I got so far.
Okay, so let's play this back and hear just the vocal part. So
Cross
everybody
my fingers.
can everybody can hear just the raw track. Oh, we got some Josh is chiming in. Are you writing a song or recording? Actually, we're doing both. Josh, we went in cold and we're working on writing a song completely cold with no preemptive stuff, and we are literally writing this as you see it. So, yeah, this is our crazy ass process of one of the ways that we write music. So, I'm gonna
Thank
do
you
the
for
playback.
joining us. You're getting double pay this week for coming and joining.
Well, it's funny, and I have to say this. Josh actually left a message at the very end, and I didn't see it till after the show. Of hey, pick the guitar up and play some stuff. So now that you're chiming back in, thank you again, Josh. I've got the guitar strapped on, and yes, we are doing this absolutely live. So everything that we're doing, you're seeing as it's happening. So I'm going to play back just the vocal part. Hopefully, you can hear what it is that's going on. So, and keep in mind, this is a scratch track. This is all what we're doing right before your eyes.
Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on to the peace you know. In a world we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther, losing time.
Not bad. You're actually on pitch. See, that's the best part about not using auto tune.
All raw.
And we never use auto tune. Here's the thing. I'm going to quote Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl is one of the nicest guys in hard rock, heavy metal, rock and roll, whatever. Get in a fucking garage, get in a closet, get in your bedroom, play shit for 6 months with a band, and suck. After that, guess what? You're probably not going to suck as bad.
True.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'm liking that.
Yeah, very, like I said, it's very, I haven't wrote in a while. We were discussing that earlier, and it's been a minute since Tony actually has been writing, or that we wrote songs together.
Yeah, and we've been talking about that. We've had some of our listeners go, I want to hear what you guys do. Can you go through and show us what you guys do behind the scenes? So that's been part of the process of us getting the studio prepped and be able to do that. And holy shit, that hour is flying by.
It did. Were you gonna pick out a song so they can kind of hear something that we've done together before?
Yeah, we can do that. Do you want me to just go ahead and save this right now and kind of?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just save that now, and then of course we'll continue to work on more of it.
Yeah, let me see what I can pull up here for some of the stuff that we've worked on before. Maybe I can get lucky and we actually have something actually render down.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Right, because if I pull it up, it'll have to be from one of the other sessions.
I sound so
So,
different now too, guys. And this is not me like shaming myself, but since having weight loss surgery and not having all the extra on me, I do sound a lot different.
well, yeah. I mean,
Does
that's the
that
thing.
sound weird? I don't know how to put that any other
Uh,
way.
no, no, you're absolutely on point. It's one of those things that as you take better care of your health, you learn how to sing differently because here's the thing. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Some of the best singers on the face of the planet are toothpicks. Not because they have, shitty eating habits or, crazy metabolisms. It's because singing literally takes everything out of you. If you're doing it right,
So true.
and that's the thing, being a person that is obese, I mean, I think
Hmm.
of like Mama Cass, great set of pipes, you know?
Beautiful.
Etta
Yeah.
James, Aretha Franklin, some of these bigger singers who
Hmm.
have I mean, the chick, what's her name from Alabama Shakes?
Oh, gorgeous. I
Oh
love
my
her.
God. Incredible. But the thing is that it takes so much more out of you if you're not healthy. And I'm not talking
Oh,
weight. Please do not lambaste me on that. That's not what I'm talking about. Because there's a lot of these bigger singers that have an incredible set of pipes.
hmm.
But the thing is the healthier you are, the easier it is to sing.
And again, like I said, that isn't me being a jerk about it because I've sang all my life and I've been overweight my whole life until I've gotten to now.
Right.
And that does not mean that I'm saying don't sing, don't get out there, don't go do it. Just for me, it's different now. And I've noticed that it's different for me now. So I absolutely support anybody, and I'm also here for anybody who wants to go through the journey, or I've heard about my journey as well. I'm here to support anybody. I love pretty much everybody, so and I will help anybody.
Actually, I just found the Warrior Circle theme was something that you and Hope did, which was kind of
Oh,
cool.
not
Really?
not my favorite.
That was actually really cool, though. Because I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, I'm hearing this. You guys do that. You do that. And like, you guys just fell in line because it was hauntingly good, in my opinion.
Not one of my favorites though.
All right, we'll find something else. Let's see here. What else do we got? Okay.
Eh.
I'm still looking. Bear with me, guys.
So I have to say something kind of funny, and I think Adam is listening downstairs if he's still listening. So, for those of you that are out there and can see this necklace and like the earrings that match, Adam is a total fisherman. He could eat, sleep, drink fishing.
All day.
And he says to me, "That's really pretty. I like that on you. Is that a kit?" No, honey, it's a set. He's like, "Oh, that was a fisherman thing to totally say. I just thought it was cute."
Right.
Yeah, he says, "Yepper, I'm here."
Let's see here. So there's the impromptu jam for Relay for Life. I don't know if that's. Do we want
No, that's horrible too. No, I'm talking like stuff that we wrote. Like,
I'm trying to find it. The problem is that there's so much stuff
yeah,
that. Let me see here. What else we got? Because like there are whole sessions that we've done, and I'm not trying to find anything polished. I'm just trying to find stuff that we can actually pull up and give them an idea of.
yeah.
Here's a recording session that we've done.
I don't know. Adam said definitely a nice shiny kit there. LOL. It's great stuff.
All I can think of is that the scene from Waterworld. Where is that? Have you ever seen Paper? Paper? No, no, you don't. No, half an hour.
I actually have not seen Waterworld.
Oh my God. Okay, so people in the chats on YouTube and Twitch, lamb-based Heather because she's not seen Waterworld.
Do not. I tell you. I'll poke you.
I, you know, I should have been a bit more prepared for this because I am not finding anything. And I'm going through folder after folder, seriously, of stuff that we've done. I'm finding a bunch of Cockwork stuff, but I don't think we can play that without Leon's permission.
No. No, is there anything with well, is that one that I did with Leon in that folder?
That's what I'm looking for.
Because he wrote a really cool song and I got to sing that one.
Yeah. Throw the first
Well, if we
stone.
don't find anything, that's okay. We've done several songs. However, Tony does not label stuff very well.
Oh, I do too. Don't even give me that shit. What about throw the first stone? That was one that you wrote.
Was it?
I think so, yeah, because that's the one that you and Hope had done.
Oh, yeah, I collaborated on that one.
Right.
That's a good one. It's not me singing, it's Hope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want something with you singing? Hold on.
Oh, I mean, whichever. I mean,
Oh, fuck. Give me a second.
yeah.
See, that's the thing is we've done so much stuff just in the past 6 years with different projects, and it's insane to keep all of this stuff organized because, well, my computer has crashed twice, and I've almost lost everything. Thank God I've backed it up and had redundancy backups. So don't do that. Back your shit up all the time. When you're done with the session, boom, go to backup all the time. I'm still looking. Bear with
That's
me.
okay. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I mean, if it's gonna take a little bit longer, we are almost to our hour that we said we're gonna do, so we could talk with you guys and have you guys hang out. Anybody else have any questions in the chat or anything that they're interested in knowing about the process or some of the stuff that we've worked on together?
Unmute my guitar.
I know I have. Oh, there you go.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I know I have some of the old recordings that we just we did an impromptu jam one time that was really cool. We didn't have the drum, but you had the guitar going, and I just started just singing, and you were tapping on the actual like plastic mat.
Oh yeah,
and that turned out that was really cool.
You have that?
I have that on my old phone. I'd have to charge that phone, but yeah, I have that still.
Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the playback on this so that way you guys can hear what we've done so far. Sorry,
I like it.
I was just hearing a groove there, and I wanted to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna record that. I'm gonna play that back so you guys can hear that.
Is that the one that you put together? Because it sounds like that one's way off. I thought the other one was.
What do you mean?
Like my singing was matched up a little bit better, or did you? Was that the same one?
I literally just synced it up to the everything that we have right here. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna play this back and just record that little bit that I just did, so that way you guys can hear it, and then maybe for shits and giggles, I'll just throw on a quick bass, and then we'll shut it down so you guys can kind of see everything. So here we go. I totally messed up. Oh, that's great. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention to what's going on. So we're going to take this back from the beginning. Here we go, guys.
Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on, at least you know. In a world we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther, losing time.
Let me get my mic back here so everybody can hear what's actually going on. So now I'm going to grab the bass and plug in and just lay down a quick bass line over all the top of this or underneath all of this and kind of lock into what's going on. So,
And again, you guys that are just tuning in or came in a little bit later, obviously because I'm where I'm at and I'm not at the studio, it is lagging, so it's not really matching up that great, but we will have that worked out.
go ahead and keep talking while I change instruments.
So yeah, we just wanted to show you guys the process of the writing that we do as a team, and with Tony over at the studio and me here because we are practicing staying away from all of everybody, staying away from the world. I don't know. I don't even know what to talk about right now other than we are putting together a song, and yeah, it's been a long day. Long day. Hurry up, get the bass. Slept at the base. Glad you guys are tuning in. Did anybody have any questions over on Twitch? No, he's still tuning
It feels real funny when I sit on the chord.
in. Not nice.
All right, so as all my bass player friends out there have said repeatedly, if you're going to play bass, do not play with a pick. Represent by playing with your fingers. So to all my bass player friends, look, I am playing with my fingers. So that's what I do. So now I need to create a new track and label it bass.
We do have a question on YouTube.
What's that?
Question is from Adam. He says, "What's your favorite genre of music to write?" Both of you.
See, that's really hard to say because it's kind of what you're feeling. I mean, music is very cathartic, and you emote a lot with music. Where if somebody's got a groove, and you just kind of sink into that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I look at one of my huge influences is Chris Cornell. If I could sing like that dude, holy shit, man! Like I've been watching nothing but like live concerts from Soundgarden back in the day, Audio Slave, a lot of his solo stuff that he's done.
Incredible.
Holy shit! Like it's amazing how that guy just walked on stage. From the time that he walked on stage, he was literally giving his all vocally, and you're seeing him sweat.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that he's doing vocally, I've never seen anybody else do, because he's just, yeah! I mean, it's insane the amount of pipes that this guy has.
Well, and it's funny that he asked that question because for me, like you said, with writing, it just depends on what's being played for what I'm picking up. But when it comes to actually doing songs from, like if I were doing like a cover or whatever, I tend to go towards blues. I really enjoy singing the blues stuff,
Oh,
having that
absolutely.
like that gravel, that growl, whatever. But what's hilarious is when it comes to like the karaoke stuff that I used to do, it would come down to country, which is so funny.
How's that sound?
That sounds good.
And yes, I am playing a five string. See the headstock right there? And it's so weird because you would think like playing a seven string, okay, it's just a six string with an extra string. No, it's a totally different monster. So you have to change your thought process because one, I'm naturally not a bass player. So I have to kind of change gears on how I'm doing stuff.
So Adam asked another question.
What's that?
He said is one harder or easier to write genre wise? I think for like the instrument, I'm not saying that blues is easy, but I kind of think it kind of you have that same kind of walk or whatever to it. Is that what it's called, Tony?
What's that?
The blues, like the way the walk or whatever they call it, that it's just the same kind of in the pocket feel.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is, I mean, here's the thing: you can make a song as simple as three chords, or you can make a song 50 chords. You literally, when it comes to writing music, you have to let the music dictate how it's written.
Yeah.
I mean, we are literally working on a four-chord song right now that it's nothing super musically interesting, but we were just kind of showing you how we did our process. And that's, you know, we're coming in completely cold. So it's finding that inspiration in different places to where, our progression is G, F, E flat, and then B flat. So you just pick it up and play it. I can't say it any simpler than that. So
Yep.
let me figure out a bass line. I'm going to play this back real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, lose control. Hold on, in a world we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther,
See, I don't know. I'm going to play this back. I'm going to loop it actually. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna try that because I kind of like how that feels.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta mute all the other tracks. That's the problem. Is like everything is live so you guys can hear it. So let me undo that. I'm gonna mute all the other tracks and just hit record.
Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on, at least you know. Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on, at least you know. In a world we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther, losing time.
So yeah, that was a train wreck of laying down the bass part, but you guys get the idea. So I'm gonna play that back, and horrible as it is, so you guys can actually hear it and see where I made my mistakes at.
Rainy days will come and go. Keep it calm, don't lose control. Hold on, at least you know. In a world we've been so blind, always pushing to the grind, falling farther, losing
So yeah, that's you know, cover
Bless you.
your sneeze with your elbow.
time. Be safe.
That's right. So yeah, that's a rough track of kind of what we do, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us while we went through the process of it. And if you guys like this, we'll do some more stuff. We've talked about doing a social distancing concert, maybe outside. If I come over to Tony's, we're still thinking about that, but we'd have to have some songs that we decide to do.
Of course, that's just how we work.
So, that's something that we might work on. If you guys are interested in something like that, just let us know. If the weather cooperates and we could do that, that would be cool. Just glad you guys are hanging out with us. I know it's a different from being on Thursday nights, which we will continue to do the podcast as well. But we like to add these little extra things in, especially now because we got time for it.
So there was a esteemed elite member that just chimed in on Twitch and said, "Should have a real bass player, bro." LOL.
Aw.
And that would be my fellow brother and musician, Jeremy Scott Gibbs from the band 30F.
I love it. Yes, yes. Thank
Hey.
you, Jeremy.
I'm representing playing the 5-string and with the fingers, so I got somewhat of it figured out.
So Jeremy is also from This Is My Brain. Don't forget to catch his podcast as well.
Absolutely. HFTC TV. Go to YouTube after this podcast check it out. It's not really a podcast. We're just kind of hanging out doing stuff, right? Is that what is it? Okay. So yeah, after
Podcast.
that, go check it out. HFTC TV on YouTube, Twitch. I think this is my brain on Twitch. So yeah, the YouTube is fucking retarded. So I'm just throwing that out there. But go check out both of those channels. He's been posting up some really great stuff. Actually, talking about sound, the voice. So yeah, check it out.
Absolutely. And support. Strange Friends Media SFM is on Facebook. We have been putting stuff out in the community. Strange Friends Media also does This Is My Brain podcast, Mitch's Fake Radio, Don't Make This Weird podcast, and Survivor Girl, which you can also catch all of those on soundstateradio.net or go back to our YouTube channel and listen to the archived ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's the thing is, I know this song seems really rough, and we're probably going to finish it at some point, but it was just an insight to what we do. And I mean, who knows? Maybe tomorrow. Oh, hey, look at that. He just chimes in and says, "Sounds good, bro. Just breaking your strings." Oh, bad musician pun.
At least that way they get changed, right?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm a guitar player, so I'm constantly changing my strings, even if they're on a bass. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys you got to follow us, because here's the thing: tomorrow I may be doing the same thing on This Is My Brain. Maybe, who knows?
Bum, bum, bum.
Guys, got to follow us, and I'm talking with Jeremy right now to go, hey, because this is kind of the preliminary trial run. Because, well, I love writing music with Heather, so just throwing that
Same.
out there. So, yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your grandma.
And your goats.
And,
Do 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 do.
and your goats. Stay weird, fuckers.
Stay weird, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Take it easy. Cheesy.